Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream tonight. Welcome to Davison After Dark, the live interactive talk show broadcast straight from my living room to your shot, typically from the family. One of these days I'll get it as good saying my intro as welcome to Freak or Fleek, right here at the weirdest trends on the internet. I still haven't quite gotten that yet. But today we are going to discuss a bunch of things. There's a brand new video, guys, on my main channel. I did snow angels in the snow wearing a cocktail dress, or is it rather, it's more of a ball gown than a cocktail dress. It's actually from the 70s. It's vintage. It's polyester. I've worn it for the last, I would say, like 15 years. I never thought I would wear it in the snow, but here we are. I had a lot of fun making the video. It was beautiful outside yesterday, and I wasn't actually planning on doing another sports bra versus no bra or this versus that challenge video, but because the weather was so great and I've been trying to get outside more and more and get like back into shape. I don't know about you guys, but I can tell like I'm looking healthier, especially healthier than I was last year. I had like a throat cyst for a really long time, but I think it's also because I've been like getting outside, getting sunshine, losing weight, and shooting videos outside instead of just like staying stuck in here. So because it was so nice, I was like, I'm going to do another challenge video, and it's cool. I can take advantage of the snow today and do crazy stuff in it because it's warm enough that I won't die of hypothermia. So I just decided to go for it. Hello, Ty. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hello, Javier. Hello, Up in the House. Hello, Sean. Hello, Shakib. And hello, Danny. So if you want to go after this broadcast, go and watch me do the snow angel bra versus no bra. But it's more like jacket versus no jacket snow angel test. There's a lot of overlays that I did in it. I added some animation to it, which I like. Anyhow, I think it's a very happy, positive, fun video. So we're not talking about that, though. I wanted to give you guys the deets on that. But I wanted to talk about an article on Bloomberg that discusses how hard it is to make it as a professional YouTuber. Now, I think that if you want to do anything in life, you should just do it, whether or not success is guaranteed. And success comes in different degrees. And success means different things to different people. So why should you not do something just because it's hard? Everything is hard, okay? Getting up in the morning is hard. Maintaining a normal body weight is hard. Not getting drunk all the time is hard. Not doing things that could damage you by, I don't know, sleeping around, breaking hearts, stealing your best friend's wife. It's hard. So don't let that, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Terrible analogy. But that everything is hard. So but we do it anyways, except for don't steal your best friend's wife. So saying that you shouldn't get into a career because it's hard and you shouldn't have dreams because it's going to be hard is just the hogwash. But I mean, that said, this article offers some concrete statistics saying that 96.5% of all YouTubers on the platform don't break the poverty line in terms of ad revenue. And so I was like, wow, I guess I am one of the people that's in the 4% because I've managed after 10 years for the last, I would say 3-4 years to make this my full-time job. And it's because I just don't rely on ad revenue. That's another thing that this article misses out on. You can have an audience of 50,000 or even 10,000 people and you can make rent so long as you are doing stuff like I did. I did rentals. Rentals were immensely successful for my main channel. I rented, I think, 7,000 copies of the content that I had uploaded before YouTube ended its rental program. Now I'm going to move those rentals onto Vimeo. And there's also an option to do it as well on Amazon. So like that option hasn't died. I have always licensed my content. So whenever I've had videos go viral, say the Daily Mail will write to me and say, hey, we want to use your video on our platform. I'll be like, fine, pay me a fee. So that was part of my revenue. I also have done sponsorships, and you can still get sponsorships for, say, even $500 if you only have 10,000 subscribers and you make your video simple enough that it's you producing it and you produce it over, say, maybe 2 days maximum. So you actually turn a profit. So no, like the article's a little misleading, and it is also, if you have an audience of 10,000 people, you can convert that audience into sales, guys. Like if you have a great, awesome product, you've got you've got a willing audience willing to listen to your sales pitch. You just have to have something awesome and relevant to sell to them. There's also Amazon now too, that you can do affiliate links. So say you review something on video, like a new camera, you can directly link within your video description or your comment section. People click through and you get a percentage of the sales. So there's never actually, in my opinion, been more ways to earn money online as a YouTuber. You just can't focus on fucking AdSense. And AdSense, not only that, now we're getting demonetized. Ad rates are all over the map. YouTube doesn't know what the hell it's doing. It hates some people. It doesn't hate other people. It doesn't hate, but it wants some creators, doesn't want other. Don't think about that. Just think about YouTube as like an amazing marketing opportunity and an amazing opportunity to connect with other people. And if it is your passion every day to make videos like it is mine and to connect with people, like right now, I'm going to talk to you guys in a second. I know I'm going on like a huge tangent before getting to you guys. Do it. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Do it. Nike or do it like Shia LaBeouf. Have the passion. Connect with your personal power. And if you're not generating results, hold yourself to higher fucking standards. I went into debt so many times to get where I am right now. I spent $10,000 on invisible art on this channel to do my first publicity stunt. I also spent a couple grand to deliver phone books back to the Yellow Pages head office in 2010 to get my first press covered viral video. So there's always some sort of risk you're going to take. And was it worth it? Yes. And even if I didn't achieve my goals, like the life experience, the creative experience that I had made it worth it. So Bloomberg, sit your ass down. Maybe you want everyone to be practical, but also too, if you're a YouTuber, you only make a little bit of money, reinvest that money. You know how easy it is to turn profits on the stock market right now or in crypto, but that's really volatile. So I don't recommend it as much. So easy. Just a little bit of education. Education, passion equals returns. Doesn't mean you're going to be as famous as Will Smith, but fuck it. It's not what life's about. He's fucked up anyways. Okay, so let's go to your comments. Hi to Javier. You're looking good. Thank you. I feel good. I think one looks good when one feels good. I also had a protein bar. I had dinner, but then I was still hungry because I've been exercising my ass off lately, and I had a protein bar. I'm like, I feel amazing. What I needed was this protein bar. You got a little carried away with that. Yeah, me saying it's hard not to sleep with your best friend's wife. That was a terrible analogy. Being overweight is hard work. It is hard work in the sense that hello, Mr. Feel, in the sense that you're not taking care of yourself and you probably suffer low self-esteem or feelings of dissatisfaction as a result. Yes. And I think life is harder when you're heavier. You're more likely to be in physical pain or discomfort. There's an emotional, as I said, or psychological toll to it. So the only thing that you need to do to be thinner is just to expend the energy to move more and sometimes suffer a little bit of hunger, not an abnormal amount, but a little bit of, you can't always eat what you want every single day. Kind of like the Okinawan rule of eat till you're 80% full. And I would rather that. I would rather eat till I'm almost satisfied every day than I have been overweight than to lug around an extra 50 pounds and, increase the likelihood that I'm going to die sooner. So, and I'm very vain and I want to look younger, and the thinner I am, the younger I look, at least right now. So, nobody ever said it was easy, says Up in the House, but I love challenges. Exactly. Life is just about new projects and new challenges. And if it ceases to be a challenge, frequently people get bored. That's why you have to stay hungry if you want to continue success in any business, be it online entertainment or otherwise. So I guarantee you, I've met a lot of bigger YouTubers that are miserable as hell because they don't appreciate what they have because success came too easy for them. They didn't have to work for it. They came up with a concept accidentally, and that concept just happened to work, or they happened to be, in the right niche, and things took off for them. So they don't feel, say, 100,000 views the way someone like me feels it, because I've had to earn every single time that I've ever gone viral. There's been almost no moment that I've just had something accidentally do well. It's always been intentional with me, which
it's just taught me to appreciate it, right? And it's taught me to better my skill set. So yeah, I embrace the struggle, honor the struggle, be happy there's a struggle. It's fuel to the fire. So, hi, Efrain. So Up in the House says, I only had 3 videos go slightly viral, but I only had 3 videos go slightly viral, but most of my content is under 1,000 views. I'm trying. Yeah, just keep trying. Took me 3 years to get my first viral and 2,000 videos. So just keep going. And then after that, it got a little easier because I developed press contacts and I would pitch my new videos to those press contacts. And also just over the years, my technical skills have improved and my network's improved. I have big plans for a 4-episode series coming soon that I'm probably going to throw $8,000 into. So I'm putting down $2,000 an episode, hoping that it works out. Good luck to me. Unlikely I'll turn a profit, but the point of that project is more popularity and more media coverage. So we'll see. And if it's not that, it'll be something else. So Sean says, do you think maybe the people at YouTube have a hand in that and try to dissuade people to use YouTube, or you mean to become YouTubers? I don't think YouTube upper management knows exactly what it wants right now, and they keep changing their minds. So no, I don't think it comes from them. They want ad rates to increase because they want YouTube to be as effortlessly profitable as Netflix. But their model was never built the same way Netflix was built. Netflix was built on licensing TV and film content, so premium content, and then offering it for a rental fee per month. And now Netflix has generated enough of a return on that licensing model to start developing original content. And that content definitively has high budgets. And I read an article saying that Netflix is sinking, I don't know how many degrees, like say 20 times more money into developing original content than YouTube. And what Netflix gets that YouTube doesn't get is that, I hate to say it, but Netflix holds itself to higher production standards and higher talent standards than YouTube currently is for its Red Originals. I haven't watched many YouTube Red Originals. I did watch the Demi Lovato video. I did watch Gigi Gorgeous's documentary. I liked both of them, but I haven't seen the other, series like Scare PewDiePie or whatever. But from what I can tell, I saw a little bit of that whole like Ultimate Expedition. It just can't compete with Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, it's like nowhere near close. So until YouTube decides to develop its own talent and star system for that kind of scripted, or, it could be also reality style productions, and they're going to have to learn the lessons that, TV networks learned and television, or rather movie studios learned over 50 years, right? They're just never going to catch up. So all that to say that YouTube wants to increase ad rates because they can't quite get YouTube Red Originals right just yet. And they have this problem wherein they're intimately tied to AdSense, and it's an auction model, meaning that if there's an abundance of content to run ads on, or abundance of keywords to run ads on, or abundance of content with specific keywords, then the ad rates are always going to be lower than if the pool is smaller. So that was the whole rationale behind them creating Google Preferred. But I think they want to make almost the whole platform preferred, if you follow me, so that there's a smaller supply of total content so that they can raise ad rates, because they just can't make Red that lucrative yet. But the way that they would make Red lucrative is to basically hire stars and hire star producers and hire star storytellers, and not just rely on YouTube talent that is maybe good at this small scale thing and this kind of filmography. But you put certain YouTube talent in front of a television camera, they don't look the same. And I hate to say it, I come from traditional, they hire better looking people. I'm not saying they have to do that, but in some cases it takes the top of the top. Not necessarily better looking, but at least interesting to look at, and suits the character and the tone of the piece. So YouTube will get there. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. The reason why Netflix is kicking ass, and it's because they've spent more money on content, and they're hiring more talented producers and talent. or they have to elevate YouTube talent and take more time to produce a higher quality product before people are going to really buy in. And they really have to train the YouTube talent that is part of these YouTube Red series to really push and promote the hell out of the series that they're in. Because a lot of people that are in these Red productions, they're not doing a good job at like pushing the series to their audiences. I would market the fuck out of my participation in a YouTube Red production, but I just don't see other YouTubers doing the same thing because they're kind of, a lot of these people are accidental successes. A lot of these people's minds are more on the way that they've always done it online, and they have no experience in traditional, so they don't get that kind of side of it. But anyhow, YouTube will figure it out. YouTube's 10 years away, I think, from really starting to compete with Netflix. And in terms of the partner program, who knows what's going to happen? I just know it's going to be a club that's increasingly more exclusive. So Mr. Field says, I don't see the appeal of YouTube Red at all. Am I in the minority? Frayne says he has no interest in Red. And Sean says, nope, because they're YouTube stars. Just because they're YouTube stars does not mean they're television stars. Exactly. And ask a casting director if they can tell the difference, and they'll say yes. There's a specific look and energy to people that end up film stars or television stars or reality stars that most YouTubers just don't have, or they have it in a different way. So Sean says, one problem I see is, like Davison says, they're not used to being told what to do, and having to do someone else's vision can be a problem. Exactly. And they're not used to seeing their audiences as the powerful asset that they are. Like Will Smith has come into vlogging, for example, and he's doing it right. Like he figured out that Casey Neistat and Logan Paul's style is the most compelling style to emulate in terms of running a weekly or bi-weekly vlog. And he's doing it, and he knows how to market what he's doing and be confident about what he's doing, and is very consistent in his delivery and his message. And a lot of YouTubers just don't behave that way because Smith knows what it takes to make any entertainment vehicle succeed in an even more competitive industry, which is Hollywood. So of course he brings that kind of intent and understanding and PR and marketing savvy to YouTube. I almost want to start emulating, I've long admired Neistat, but I've also started to want to emulate Smith. I'm like, how can I make this happen for myself? Do more, active vlogs outside. I mean, I just did that whole the Snow Angel video, but that's different. That's that specific style. So Ranting Geek Gamer says, Davison, I've been YouTubing for 5 years now. Everything was fine until my gaming channel was blacklisted. Views, subscribers, engagement got axed. I keep going, but the disappointment is real. Well, I guess. Oh, and hello, Andreas, by the way. What do you want me to tell you about YouTube? My experience of YouTube has been that it's a roller coaster. You're up and then you're down, and then you're up and then but inevitably there's a point at which you go up and it's like out of the blue. And so you just have to be patient and keep producing content. And you can't just produce content for the reason of success. You have to produce content because you can't see yourself doing anything else. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're going to stick with this your entire life, it's like committing to a person. It's like getting married to someone. It's not because you're not getting married to them because you feel wildly or passionately in love and you believe that's going to last. You're getting married to them because you can't see yourself with anybody else. Like they are right. So you're willing to stick it through the good times, the bad times, the boredom, et cetera, et cetera. So until you feel like you are willing to be married to the act of creation and married to the YouTube platform, though you should never be, I would say at this point now, it's very foolish to just put all your creative eggs in the YouTube basket. If you're a creator, you should be publishing to Instagram and Twitch and Facebook and just see yourself as a creator first and this platform second. It's just an opportunity amongst many. So you need to get into the headspace that you are a professional creator, and even if the views aren't there, that's just your reality, and you're going to keep going. And if you decide that energy isn't worth it, if you decide that the payoff isn't worth it, become something else. Me, I know it's non-negotiable. It's literally non-negotiable. I will literally never stop doing this. there's nothing else I want. And I don't doubt it. There's like zero doubt in my mind. But it took me a long time to get to this point because my trajectory was first, I graduated with an English lit degree. I became a writer. Then I realized that writing was extremely repetitive and low paying. I realized I had a talent for acting and modeling. So I became a traditional actor and model. But during the course of that, I loved being a model. It's amazing to get paid to star in campaigns and be pampered and whatnot. But you're going to a lot of auditions and facing a lot of rejection, and you have very little say in what the final output is. And there's a bunch of bullshit that your agents put you through. They don't pay you right away. They frequently pay you 3 months later. I also knew that I wanted to create my own projects, and I was doing that on the side. So then when YouTube rolled around, I was like, this feels right. I'm a producer. I'm not just a model. I am also a producer. And I love this. And so from the moment in 2009 where I decided to, actually it was 2008 was my first series, but 2009 was when I first started filming by myself and teaching myself to edit on Windows Movie Maker. I've just kept going. And here I am. This channel is obviously evidently smaller than my main channel, but look, I'm even willing to broadcast on my secondary channel. I don't even have 10,000 subscribers here. I don't care. I love this. Hi T-Boss. So, how much snow is there here? Charlie? Well, the snow's been melting the last little while. By the way, I'm getting too hot. I have to take this off. Hold on. Holy crap. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm wearing multiple layers. Pardon me. Oh, I am overheating. Okay, so I'm used to bundling up in my apartment, and now it's getting warm. I'm like, why am I overheating? So yeah, how much snow outside? Well, there was 3 or 4 feet in some places, so a good meter and a bit. But yeah, as of the last week, it's been above freezing, so it's gradually melting, and you'll see in my Snow Angel video on my main channel that it's almost like a snow cone or slushy, not slushy, but snow cone kind of gritty consistency. So yeah, now there's maybe about, in most places, 2 feet, 1.5 feet left. Okay. Efrain says, Will Smith has also done inspirational speaking events. He's quite good at them. Yeah. He radiates a lot of positive energy, and I really value that. And I appreciate that about him. And I would like to do the same. There's very few women that just stand up and try to inspire people. The last woman that I can think that does that specifically, aside from Ellen, but not really. Ellen's just everyone's friend. She's a funny woman who's everyone's friend, is Oprah. Oprah, I feel, is the last woman who's really radiated powerful positivity in a really clear leadership role and leader persona. So yeah, in terms of online, there's just not very many women that are doing that. And that's compelling to me. And yeah, Will Smith definitely channels that kind of energy, and it just draws people to you, and it makes people trust you, right? Because if you're confident and you're positive, people want to invest in you. You bring more into your life. Okay, so Mr. Field says, we're pretty wrecked with snow in the UK right now. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. What is it called? Storm Emma or something? The snow-a-cane? So Thomas Smith says, have you wiped your behind with the English Lit degree? Why would I wipe my behind with the English Lit degree? It's an amazing degree. I believe we went over this already. It taught me how to write. It taught me how to think critically. Taught me how to research. It taught me how to debate. So I don't regret doing it at all. But everything else I've taught myself. There's no modeling school. There are modeling schools, but they're pretty shitty. I taught myself how to film and edit, and I keep learning. All of us should be lifelong learners. So Mr. Field says, yeah, the government does not have the snow machine Canada has. They just hope we never get snow. Well, that sucks. Sorry. I don't know what I can advise. Invest in some coarse salt to throw on your icy sidewalks. Buy a shovel. Get used to exercising indoors. If you feel insane, just go downstairs and breathe some outside air for like 20 minutes. Just make sure, though, that you're wearing 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, a parka, and a hat and mitts and scarf over your face. How else do I survive? Know that it's eventually going to melt. Drink lots of water. Yes. Maya Angelou. Yeah, she's very positive as well. Who was very positive. Okay, so Andres says, I can't imagine packing around 200 extra pounds all day long. Heavy people must be in good shape to be able to do that. Well, I mean, you do develop increased muscle mass, especially in your legs if you're heavier, but it's covered in fat. So it's not worth, it's not a good way to train your legs or to never skip leg day hauling around an extra 100 pounds on your upper torso. Yeah, carry heated litter in your car when you try to drive anywhere in the winter. Have you guys seen my main channel video yet? Did you leave a like? Does anybody have any questions about being a YouTuber or their thoughts about being successful on YouTube or anywhere else? Thank you, Sean. Yes, I saw your comments. Okay, I understand if you just got home from work. I mean, you guys are here. You can't do 2 things simultaneously. And there's going to be new Patreon videos tomorrow because I wanted to film them when I felt ready to film them. And so they're going to be filmed tomorrow. And like I told you guys, I have a set of 4 videos, but they're general audience. They're not sexy. That's going to be produced within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Probably the first episode will come out by the end of March, looking at the timeline, because the director that I'm looking to hire will be back next Wednesday in Montreal, and then we'll probably shoot the Monday after, and the shoot is going to take 5 days of 5 12-hour days. Wish me luck. And then it has to be edited. So, yeah. So T-Boss says, I was 246 pounds in high school, and when I graduated, I dropped to 161. How'd you do it? When I lost weight, what I did is I walked every single day, and I counted calories. I watched what I ate. And that's what transformed me. I was eating too much because what happened was I was an athlete, and then I stopped being a competitive runner, but I retained the habit of eating a lot. So that caused me to gain a lot of weight in college. I was up to like 155 or 160. And then I got pregnant, and pregnancy made me so hungry. And I didn't think to stop myself from eating. Like I just thought, okay, I'm pregnant, I can eat whatever I want. And that resulted in me gaining an additional 50 pounds. So I was 206 pounds the day I gave birth. And so then I had to figure out, oh, wait, I got to eat less. I got to move more. It took me 3 years to lose the weight. And ever since then, I've mostly maintained it. I've gone up a little bit. But now whenever I go up, I know how to go down. And lately, yeah, I've been doing some intermittent fasting, which I found very helpful. So Charlie King says, I only have a YouTube channel to keep my adventure videos on. And Sean Riley says, do you think that most people do not realize that some of you are full-time workers at this, because most people think that they just do this on the side? Yeah. And they don't know what it takes, though. They don't know what it takes. Have you guys ever stopped and analyzed how much content I put out? Like I did that Robert Kinsel interview last week. I released the main channel video with the flower bobs. Let me go get my flower bobs. Where are they? I also released some photos, like even one photo to Instagram. People are like, oh, you just take the photo. It looks great. You try taking a glamorous photo of yourself and get back to me as to how long it takes to put together. Because first you have to put on the makeup, then you have to set up the lighting, then you have to take a bunch of shots, then you have to edit it in Photoshop because the lighting's never perfect. So you have my flower bobs. I feel like I should wear my flower bobs. Am I allowed to? It's over a shirt. Hey, I feel like I'm doing my snow angel video. There we go. I feel like this deserves a tip. I'll put on the flower bobs for $2 for my first micro sugar daddy. There you go. There's your Patreon video. Woo! Sorry. But yeah, no, I very much, this is full time. And look, guys, I pulled more than full time the last 2 days. And now I'm here going live. People seem to think going live is just this easy thing that just like happens. Nope. Nonstop. Don't never stop. Keep going. Yeah, I think most people are ignorant to what it takes to make it in the industry, Sean, because they've never done it themselves. And like, I've been mercilessly attacked on Twitter when I've stood up and said, hey, Robert Sinkle from YouTube said he wants more female creators on YouTube. Hey, yo, I'm a female creator. I'd love to interview him. If you guys are looking for more female voices, because we do need more female voices in these platform debates. We do need more female voices in terms of being positive, motivational speakers. And I got mocked, like, you're just a cam whore. You've done sexy stuff, so you're a stupid whore. Who the hell are you fucking whore? It's like, I've done 50 million views on a bunch of different channels and appeared on every single major website. Just because you haven't heard of me doesn't mean I've never done anything. I've been on the radio. You're just a slut. You just sell money for slutty things. No, maybe my slutty things are perhaps, and you're calling them slutty, accidentally or inappropriately, are more lucrative sometimes, but that doesn't mean that's all that I can do. And there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah, it's just ignorance, jealousy, frustration, assuming that the only real entertainers are the ones that are on TV, even though TV's pretty much dead now. But whatever, until they walk a mile in your shoes, they're not going to get it. And you should never live for other people's opinions about what you do. You should just do what you feel is your passion and your strengths. So, okay. So, Ranting Greek Gamer says the adpocalypse is not just a phase, is it? It's here to stay till the platform closes, so to speak. Yeah, I had said this in another video. You should be making general audience content that is non-offensive or as non-offensive as possible if you want to maintain your status as an official YouTube partner. YouTube is going to make the YouTube partner program more and more restrictive. The whole line that they're going to review the people that are waiting to get their channels approved, that they keep pushing back the date, is because they are probably set to announce, this is my thought, YouTube, you're not getting into the partner program. If you've applied to be part of the partner program, people, I have bad news for you. This is my opinion. I know the way they work. They're secretive at YouTube. They don't tell you what they're going to do. They don't lie. They commit sins of omission. So their current sin of omission, and they're deferring the review of all of these channels, is the fact that nobody's getting in. It's over. Literally, it's over. Could be wrong, but I think it's over. So only, like, say if you have a channel, it gets, okay, you all of a sudden have like 100,000 subscribers, maybe you'll get in. But if you have 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, you're not getting in. It's not happening. It's over. That shouldn't stop you, though. It's just like when I wanted to become an actor or a model, like, I didn't let an agent tell me, or the first agent that told me no, dictate my future. I just kept going till I found an agent that believed in me, and I kept improving my, modeling portfolio until I had a good enough portfolio to bring to them to get a yes. So just because you can't get into the partner program doesn't mean you shouldn't keep making videos until you amass enough of an audience that YouTube considers you significant enough to join what is going to become a very exclusive partnership program. And yeah, the apocalypse is here to stay because YouTube can't afford to risk running ads against content that will offend advertisers. And they're not willing to develop multiple advertising packages, meaning that there's no package for 18 plus content yet. There's no HBO style advertising vertical. So until that happens, they're going to lump everything under general audience. I think that it should be that there's YouTube Kids, totally separate, general audience, And then there should be an 18 plus YouTube advertising system, but they haven't gotten around to making that yet. So for the time being, yep, the adpocalypse is here to stay, and the partnership program is dead. It's literally dead. You're fucked. You're fucked until you hit a significant number of followers. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm usually right. And by the way, you have to keep up your success on YouTube now. You need to get a minimum of 240,000 watch time minutes every single year, or they're going to axe you, and they're going to keep increasing that. So I have to maintain that on 2 channels now, this channel and my main channel. So T-Boss says, I'm a guy, just take the picture and make sure my muscles are showing, my lighting looks good. Yeah, well, being a girl, it's a little more complicated because people expect makeup. Are any of the original YouTube staff left? Yes. Slum Chemist says, what's going on? I think I repeated myself. Sean says the original people that started are gone. No, no. Oh yeah, the original people, but some of the staff are the same. T-Boss says artists are always told no. Yeah, everyone's always told no initially. And if, and people also expect that once they become more powerful, that more and more people will accept them and embrace them with open arms. No, the more powerful you are, the more talented you are, the more resistance and hate you get. So it's like, look forward to meeting your haters, because that means that you have something that people are envious of or people are trying to compete against. Because if you're non-threatening, they're always going to try to pal around with you. How you know you've reached the next level is that you've beaten your first boss and you've encountered your next enemy. So, yeah. I've always thought that Google runs YouTube at a loss, purely destroying any kind of competition. Well, they haven't succeeded at that because Twitch is growing day by day. More and more YouTubers are defecting to Twitch. I'm actively thinking about my Twitch strategy. It's hard though, because it's like, I hate dividing myself a million different ways. I'm already on Instagram. I'm already, doing 2 channels and a Patreon. The thought of adding Twitch to that makes me itchy, but I have to. And I also have to start uploading more to Amazon. So I'm commencing that soon. One video a day. That's so complicated though. But, no, I think that YouTube is profitable, and that's why they won't release. They were supposed to release the revenue earnings for it, and they've refused to, because it is profitable. It's bullshit. It's not a loss. They're not fucking operating it. I don't believe it. And if I'm wrong, I'll take it back. I take back anything I'm wrong about, but I fuck that. They're fucking profitable. They're eating money. Come on. Do I know about the new Twitch guidelines? Yes, you can't attack other people. Your off-platform behavior matters, which I think is a little unfair, because if you have shitty opinions, does that mean you can't be part of Twitch? Like, are we now policing everyone's, every performer's every single opinion and utterance? That's a little excessive, but I get it if it's in the context of like abuse. Or like they're harassing other Twitch streamers off-site to skirt the rules. Okay, I get it. But for being a shitty person or engaging in shitty things or gossip on other platforms, I don't know. I don't get that. Yeah, and I guess you can't be too provocative sexually, but I don't stream provocative things anyways. So the only provocative stuff I make is photos and videos, but they're usually artistic or they're fun or funny. And they're on Patreon. They would never go on Twitch anyways. So, remember YouTube tried this before and slowly over time relaxed condition. What makes this time different? They have a new revenue strategy. That's what makes this time different. And they've seen what it means to open the floodgates to allowing anybody to produce content. And now that everyone on the internet is taking YouTube seriously as a serious broadcaster, they feel that they must be a serious broadcaster. And who knows if they're getting pressure from the US government to abide by, television standards. We don't know what's going on with the FCC in the background. So that's sort of why they just don't, they want quality over quantity. And like I said, they want scarcity of content so they can increase ad rates. Because that's what television had over YouTube, is that they have a scarcity of a number of shows and a scarcity of time slots. So advertising was naturally extremely expensive to buy because there's only a limited number of broadcast hours on every network a day. So I think YouTube wants to push itself towards that. So Ranting Greek Gamer says, I tried Twitch. It was virtually impossible for me to divide myself between two platforms, and more importantly, have your audience watch you on two different platforms. You either do one or the other. I think you can do both, but it's that you have to be very consistent. So it's like every Sunday I do Twitch, and then the people who enjoy streaming will naturally follow you. I think, like I've successfully made a lot of people follow me to YouTube rentals, and then to VidMe, and then to Patreon. So I imagine that if I were to tell you guys once a week it's on Twitch and offer something a little different with like a different interface and emotes, you guys might develop an interest in it. So yeah, but I couldn't do it every single day and then try to do the rest of this. And I mean, the thing is, you get comfortable. Like I know how streaming here works now. I know how super chats work. I do wish that I did. I have to figure out how to do the overlays. I don't know yet. That's the only thing that attracts me to Twitch, to be perfectly honest, is that people do cooler things with their, like, you know, like their backdrops and the music and the animated GIFs. We don't have any of that stuff here yet. So Slum Chemist says YouTube's different now because it's mainstream. Exactly. YouTube makes, for the parent company, 15.5% of revenue, which makes it worth anywhere from 40 billion to 78 billion. Exactly. Mr. Field says, I used to watch people play 90s Nintendo games on Twitch, but I got bored of it. Javier says, I prefer YouTube, stay here. Well, I will stay here. I mean, I still, my first love is still YouTube. My focus is still YouTube. I understand this platform almost inside and out. So yeah, it's hard for me to, you know, VidMe, I felt I had started to understand. It's too bad that it ended prematurely. But any other platform I've tried other than YouTube, I haven't gotten into, you know what I mean? But you can get yourself into things. You just have to like force yourself, I find, for the first couple of months, and then you gradually get used to things. So yeah. So some chemist says, I think that Amazon has the power to become a better YouTube if they tried harder. Yeah. Well, I mean, Amazon does own Twitch, by the way, and they have plans for that. They do have Amazon Video Direct, but its issue right now is that you have to upload in 422 HQ, which means like huge video files. You don't just upload one thumbnail, you upload two. There's rules for the thumbnail that they don't have on YouTube. So the title of your video, the exact title has to be on the thumbnail, and the words can't be any different. So it has to be identical. And you have to upload caption tracks to Amazon Video Direct. So all of your videos need to be subtitled, and they reject some of your videos. If they don't think they meet standards or what they want to broadcast, you have no way of knowing that in advance. They'll just reject your upload. I have one video I successfully uploaded there. It's made me a couple dollars in ad revenue, but I see that because there aren't as many creators using it, because it's just such a pain in the ass to upload to, I could gain an advantage. I just have to start uploading and formatting. Amazon's really evil, though. Their employees don't get toilet breaks. Really? That's terrible. I think all large companies have problematic aspects to them. No system is perfect, but that should be illegal. Let me just check something. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, we're almost at an hour.
Are any of you, I know, Sean, you're my patron. Frayne, you're my patron. Is anybody else here my patron? Okay, there we go. Huh. Sorry, guys. Oh, and you too, Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Oh, the fan mural is going to be done very soon. And I had two guys that paid for the fan mural and they disappeared on Patreon. And I felt bad because I was like, I don't know what they were expecting because their spots are like Al Gibbs is on the wall. James is on the wall. James Balmer, if you're watching, you're on the wall. I'm going to unveil the wall very soon. The updated wall. Oh, hello, Al. So if you ever buy clothes from Amazon, even underwear, please wash them. Why? Oh, hi, Red. Yeah, my brother used to work in a warehouse, and he said that it could get dicey, and there was a lot of loss, a lot of shrinkage, like in terms of like theft or like damaged goods. Yeah. Do you guys feel that you've pursued your dreams in life, or do you feel that you decided to be more practical and pragmatic, and you do your dreams as a hobby, or you learned that your dreams were unrealistic and things didn't turn out how you thought they would and you've moved on, or you've just come to terms with it? I mean, the one part of my dream that hasn't come true yet is that I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I may never get my YouTube plaque, but I've managed to do this for a living, appear in the press, grow an audience, have the YouTube experience. The only thing is I haven't had a YouTube boyfriend yet who shows up on my channel and makes videos with me. And I don't have massive platform success yet. I was one of the top creators on VidMe, so I got sort of a taste of that. But has that altered my perception of myself? I mean, it's altered my perception of the journey in so much as I had said before. I appreciate every single viewer that I have. I appreciate every single view that I get because I know how hard it is to get each individual view, because it was never something that just effortlessly happened for me. I guess I also learned that it just can't be about the number that's assigned to you as a creator. It has to be that you love creating and that there's nothing else you'd rather do, and that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So do I think that eventually I'll get there? Probably. But you know, it took a lot of learning, and I guess I don't regret any of it. There would have been benefits to skyrocketing, but then there could have been drawbacks. A lot of people that have skyrocketed 5 years ago are no longer relevant now. So you never know when your moment's going to come. You just have to keep, showing up and doing the work. Hi, Alden. Charlie says I would be your YouTube boyfriend. Thank you, Charlie. You can be my micro sugar daddy for $2. Super chat tips. Nobody's the prettiest girl in the room. No tips tonight yet. I have to get back to painting the frickin' wall. I have to do something else I'm painting for you guys so that I start monetizing my broadcasts again. I know I did the face painting broadcast. That worked out really well, but I'm not doing that tonight, and it fucked my skin. I found out, you guys know this if you watched it, I found out the hard way that fucking paint, I'm allergic to it, unfortunately. Oh, Micro Sugar Daddy, we came up with it with Nolan. It was a joke. Alden was part of that joke. We were saying that there should be like a dating website called Micro Sugar Daddy. So instead of getting a sugar daddy, you just get like a bunch of crowdsourced small donations from a bunch of different guys. So instead of having like a one sugar daddy, you have like 100. So the joke was made that to be the Micro Sugar Daddy, instead of the prettiest girl in the room in the broadcast, you spend a minimum, you spend $2, and then you're a Micro Sugar Daddy. You get the title. That's it. That's all you get. You get bragging rights. Just like prettiest girl in the room. Frayne is the last prettiest girl in the room from last night, by the way. Javier says, I do not want to be your YouTube boyfriend. Okay. I accept that. You've rejected me. I can handle rejection. So Sean said, I did well with my dreams. I'm half owner of an escrow real estate company, plus I own a pub. Oh, well, that's good. So but you were ill, Sean, right?
wasn't it stated as if we could tip 5 cents? I don't think you can. I think the lowest you can tip is $1, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what the lowest you can tip. Okay. So you'd be my Instagram boyfriend, not my YouTube boyfriend. So now there's multiple boyfriends. This is good to know. Or girlfriends. By the way, where's Eileen? Where are the women? I think that people are still used to me broadcasting. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can share this link to the feed of my main channel. Fuck, how am I going to fucking do this? Pardon my language. Okay, wait. I'll do it with my phone. Oh, thank you, Charlie. You're now my micro sugar daddy. This is a joke, YouTube, because I know you lack a sense of humor now. There's nothing being transacted. It is a joke. Sugar daddy is an affectionate fake title like Prettiest Girl in the Room. Do you understand, YouTube, that nothing bad is going on here but fun? And I know you think fun is bad right now, but loosen up a little bit, YouTube. Loosen up. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie. Yeah, I am. I'm reasoning with you. I'm having a discussion. I feel like I need to offer disclaimers at the beginning of all my videos now. Just so you understand the context of this, I am having fun. I'm doing something playful. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got damaged. I enjoyed myself. My audience enjoys it when I enjoy myself. I'm not hurting children. Can you leave me alone? Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen Eileen. Emily, she disappeared. Oh, got another one. Javier. IG Sugar Daddy. So we've got the Sugar Daddy and the IG Sugar Daddy. All these titles. Mr. feels like, I don't know if I want to link my card here. Some shady stuff, this platform. You never know what's going to happen. They're going to quadruple charge you. And then they're going to terminate your channel. That's what YouTube does to people. Okay, let me just see if I can promote this broadcast to my other channel with a post, with a community post. Oh, here. Do you want me to shout you guys out on Twitter? Okay, hold on. Shout out to Charlie King and Javier, my micro sugar daddies. And just a minute, guys, I'm tweeting out a shout out to you guys because you tipped me. And then I'm going to do the other thing. Javier Guerrero. And Efrain's still the prettiest girl in the room, just so everybody knows, because he bought that last night. Okay, so now let's plug this. Sorry, guys, you're watching me work. It's still yours, Efrain. Still yours. Nobody's stolen it from you yet. Why is it so hard to find everything on my phone and make things happen efficiently? Cross-posting is hard. My channel. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, live. Hold on. So copy link. Hold on. Oh shit. We've got viewception. You guys can see the delay. Look. 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 Ah! Okay, just a minute. So just a second. I am promoting this. Hello to anybody who's just joined me from Twitter. How are you guys doing? We were talking about don't do YouTube just because you want to be successful, but anyone can be successful if they follow their passions and commit to it for their entire life. And even if you're not in the top 1%, you're still successful if you're making a living and doing what you want to do and living your personal truth, just to catch you up if you're new here. And I am cross-posting this broadcast via a community wall post to my main channel, which I can't do efficiently because I can't do it on my computer because I'm logged into broadcast. So here we go. We are live now on my vlogging channel. Come have fun. Paste. Post. There we go. Done. Hey, it says 16 people are watching me. This is so cool. Back to what I had said earlier in this broadcast, when I said that the journalist who wrote the Bloomberg article was being excessively negative. Like, look at how many tools we have. Like, this is amazing. The fact that I can go on multiple channels and there's this technology that tells the world that I'm live, and there's my thumbnail, and I could make this thumbnail within a couple of minutes and connect with people all over the world that I've never met, get tipped $2 from micro sugar daddies as a joke. Like, this is phenomenal. Anybody can do this. You just have to keep doing it, even when it's hard. And even when the odds are stacked against you. Remember, I think Gary Vee always says this, like, the odds of you even being conceived as a human being were 4 billion to 1. 4 billion to 1, whether or not you actually got to exist in this, whatever this realm is. So do whatever the F you want, because you are alive, child. You are alive. Inception. Yes, I did some streamception. Best kind of inception there is. Next to conception. No, contraception is better than conception. You learned this here tonight. Let Davison remind you. Contraception is better than conception. That should be a video title. That will be demonetized instantly. I'm still terrified of my microphone, guys. It is enormous, and I'm afraid I'm going to break my teeth on it, or it's going to fall on my head. But it has to be heavy so it doesn't fall over. But I'm just letting you know that I'm terrified of it. One day I won't be, but right now I am. Or maybe I need one of the radio station mics, the overhead ones that are on a spring, because you can't really hurt yourself with it. But this tabletop, man, I don't know, man. We'll see. Risks of the job, occupational hazards. So Slum Chemist said, also, I'd rather have a great fan base than the other garbage YouTube could give me. Exactly. And smaller in some ways is sometimes better. I am developing stronger relationships with the people that are here right now because there's less of you. If there was 1,000 people here right now, it would take a lot longer for me to get to know everyone. Of course, the most vocal people I would take notice of, but you also probably feel as an audience that it is more predictable and intimate and interactive because we all have each other's attention. You know what I'm saying? And it's very true that it only takes 1,000 fans who are willing to buy what you make, or even 500 fans who are willing to buy what you make or sell in order to make a living. That's a very attainable number, extremely attainable. You just have to make a product that people want to buy. I mean, I learned that selling artistic nudity is very easy to sell to certain men. I mean, it's extremely easy to sell. It's and I could make it even easier on myself, but it's not what I want to just do. That's not the entirety of what I do. So because I learned what works and what the market wants and is willing to pay for and the price they're willing to buy it at, I just did that. So you can do that as any other type of creator. You're a car creator. Maybe you know a lot about sports cars. You could put together an ebook about sports cars and sell it for $9 an ebook. And if you are an expert or become an expert to have insider knowledge or research insider knowledge on that specific topic, guaranteed you will have a passive revenue stream or repetitive revenue stream. You just have to define, your market, define your product and create your marketing or your online social persona or brand around that. And again, anyone can do it. The tools are there. And they're free right now. So Sean says, want to bet I visited a radio station with one of those and almost knocked myself out. Oh, oops. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Man, I am hot.
Oh, we're almost at an hour, guys. I need the hour. I need a sound. You know, guys, there's this new thing on YouTube wherein I can set up that if people pay a certain amount in super chat tips, it makes things happen in the room. Like we can make it so that if you pay, say, $20, there's like a confetti cannon that goes off. I have to look into that because I'm really interested in seeing like what I can set up, or like the lights will turn on and off, or a fish will get fed. It just seems kind of cute. I just haven't looked into it yet. So where are we going to go now? So it's been an hour. Yay. What noise can I make? I'm looking for like, I don't have a kazoo. I thought I used to have a kazoo or like a little horn or something. Hour. Yay. Streaming for an hour. Next time. I have to buy. See, I liked when I bought the pudding for that one broadcast because I used it. I had a game. I had a prop. I don't have any props tonight. I'll have to plan ahead. Plan ahead, Davison. What are you doing? Oh no, my couch won't catch fire with the lights on it. I'll show you. They're IKEA lights. They're LED lights. They're really light. They're light lights. Get it? They're cold. There's no heat whatsoever. They're like Christmas lights. They just look like light bulbs. Isn't that cool? Unless they'll catch fire because of the extension cord, but I didn't think extension cords touching furniture would make it catch fire. Maybe I'm ignorant, but... Yeah, Alden, exactly. Like that's the thing, is that if it's things that you guys can control via tips, it's funny because I'll never know when it's about to happen, right? It'll just happen. That's what happens on Twitch with the animated GIFs. Like when I was tipping people on Twitch for that video, they would get shocked because all of a sudden, you know, and there was a specific service I could pay for where I could even customize it. So like hearts would appear in their stream windows and stuff like that. And it's fun for the audience and it's fun for the streamer. So I have to make it happen. Yeah, I might go soon, guys, because I'm overheating and I don't know what else to talk about because we've already exhausted the success rant on YouTube, the Bloomberg negative pessimistic opinion that isn't true. I've talked about my experience on the platform, talked about the video I made today. So Sean says, okay, questions to keep you. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Red. You're now the prettiest girl in the room. I have to change tops, guys, because I'm still overheating. I don't know what's wrong with me. Hold on. Okay, now I'm wearing the sports bra from the video on my main channel. I like it though. It's pretty. It's like interesting straps at the back. And it's got areas that are like mesh. Oh, it's pretty. The mesh right here. Oh my gosh. You know, I can tell it's springtime. All of a sudden I'm overheating. I was freezing my butt off all winter and now I can't handle the temperature. Maybe it's the protein bar. Maybe I'm getting the protein sweats because I normally don't eat a lot of protein. It's like the meat sweats. So Red Goulet, congratulations. You are the prettiest girl in the room. And then we have the other two micro sugar daddies who are Javier and Charlie. Red, would you like me to tweet? Thanks to Red. Here we go. Thanks to Red Goulet, who is now the prettiest girl in the chat room for his super chat. Yeah. Okay. Davison is hot. Thank you. Thank you, Al South. You've got a hot name. South is always hotter than the North. I prefer the South to the North. And I prefer the West Coast to the East Coast. Although New York is great. And I guess Florida's great as well. Florida's weird, but it's great. New York's great, but it's kind of hard. And it's loud. But it has a good heart, even if it's loud and argumentative. And then California's beautiful, but sometimes superficial and bitchy. Sorry, Frank, you are no longer the prettiest girl in the room. Montreal's great as well. Yeah, Montreal's cool. I guess, what are my issues with Montreal? I guess I've just been here for so long that I'm kind of a little bored of it, but it is very affordable to live here. There's very little violence here. I feel safe here. Food is really getting expensive though. Like, it's ridiculous. I spent like $280 in groceries, which makes no sense. And it's lasted a week and that's it. I'm going to have to go back again. It's like $1,000 a month to eat here minimum. But rent is actually cheaper than it is, to feed me and my family. So, yeah. And I don't know. I want to travel more, if only because I just feel like I'm always in my little bubble. That's why it's good when I film videos outside, because it gets me out of this bubble. Winter itself is its own like frozen hell bubble, as any Canadian can attest to. But yeah, Montreal's chill, but there are other interesting places to exist and experience. Sean, no, I'm not ignoring you at all. I just haven't gotten back to your questions yet. $280 of food is like a month and a half here. Are you American? Oh, you're living in Montreal, Javier? Oh, okay. Well, what neighborhood do you live in? Yes, my son eats a ton, Sean. He eats a forklift of food. I don't blame him. He actually baked a cake at cooking school today, which has like English cream in the middle, and it's chocolate, and it's covered in chocolate ganache. And it took every ounce of self-control in my body not to eat some of that goddamn cake. I had a protein bar instead, but nothing tastes as good as thinner feels. I hate to say it, but it's true. Oh, you're in Rhode Island. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so much cheaper to buy groceries in the States. Oh, Wall Street. Thank you. You're now the prettiest girl in the room. I'm going to have to tweet out to you now. Thanks for the 777. It's fun being an imaginary creature. Why is food expensive there in Montreal? Because of the monopolies of the grocery stores. There's basically two companies that control all of the grocery stores in Montreal. Okay, there's Costco, but then, you're stuck buying like huge quantities of food at Costco. I don't always think that it's a better deal at Costco. But it's Loblaws or it's Metro. So there's just basically, and they own even the discount grocery stores. And now what they're doing with the discount grocery stores is that they're gradually raising the price by, for instance, introducing like organic sections into the supermarket that weren't there before, like at like Super C or Maxi. And I bought a pint of ice cream, and this is my fault. I should not have paid that much, but my pint of ice cream was $9.50. $9.50 because it was organic, small batch, dark chocolate and sea salt gelato. And I don't normally buy ice cream, but because it was there, I spent $9.50 on fucking ice cream. So Wall Street, thank you. You just paid for my ice cream. Contribute to Davison's overpriced ice cream fund. First world problems. But yeah. Walmart. That's true. No, Provigo's owned by Loblaws. Walmart is an exception. You're right, Javier. Walmart does have better prices than Provigo or Loblaws. But the problem with Walmart is that there's not that many in Montreal, and it's not close to where I live. I have to take a vehicle to get there. And they don't have as good of produce, I find, as Loblaws or Provigo or Metro. I actually prefer the Metro not far from where I live. That's the best one. But yeah, because they have a monopoly, they'll do stuff like
Fuck, like a loaf of bread is like $4.50 for a fucking loaf of bread, okay? I've seen some bread at Loblaws up to $6 a loaf for a loaf of fucking bread at the fucking supermarket. Not a bakery, supermarket. Pogos. I did a video on this channel talking about, you know, the pogos that are like corn dogs. $18.99 for 10 corn dogs. That's ridiculous. Like, that's like more expensive than going to McDonald's and buying a cheeseburger, okay? Yeah, a lot of the prepackaged foods, the juice is expensive here. Yeah, the only affordable things in grocery stores here are basically like pasta, dried pasta at like 99 cents to $2. Maybe some canned vegetables, but even canned vegetables are almost $2 a can. And that's only one meal. So I don't know. It's just, for some reason, Canadian groceries are like double or triple the price of American groceries. Bread is 173 US. Yeah, that's much more reasonable. And there was actually a lawsuit against Loblaws here, which Javier can tell you about, wherein now Loblaws owes something like, I don't know how many millions of dollars. Like, I don't know if it was even like $100 million, because they were doing price fixing for the price of bread to artificially raise the price of bread. And they got caught. So now they owe every person that shopped at Loblaws over the last, I think, like 10 years or 12 years or something, $25 for free in bread, even though actually they probably shortchanged us far more than $25 over the last 12 years. Anytime there's a monopoly, that's what happens with prices, right? Versus in the States, I get the sense that there's more competition and just the value of the money is different. Canadian money, I think, is just worth less, period, right? So that's why things partially cost more. Dairy's more expensive in Canada as well, says Al. Yeah, and so in the States, you can get canned veggies for 50 to 60 cents. Hold on, I'm just going to tweet out Wall Street Tech. Oh, Red, you look kind of like Harley. You look like Harley. You look like Harley from Epic Mealtime. Just a minute. You do. You look like Harley from Epic Mealtime. That's funny. Oh, yeah. And then just one more shout out. And then shout out to Wall Street Tech for the 777 ice cream. So, and I'll get back to your questions, Sean, just a second. Sean says, we have Aldous here and canned veggies are 29 cents. Jesus Christ. There's Dollarama here. You can get, but it's a dollar, right? Maybe there's some veggies for 50 cents. I haven't checked. But you can't buy fresh produce at Dollarama. I'm going to need to get more water. I'm losing my voice. So Andrea says, I make my own bread for about 40 cents a loaf. I ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. I need my grape soda. I work all the time. I have no time and no patience to cook. I reluctantly cook for myself. My son now, everyone just makes their own meals here for themselves. Very rarely do we eat together. I know that sounds a little sad, but my son isn't always home at the same time. And he usually gets hungry the moment he gets home because sometimes he forgets to eat all day. So it's like, whatever. And then I just eat my random stuff. So baking bread just sounds like a lot of effort. Red says, thank you for saying my last name correctly. It's rare to hear someone get it right. Yeah, well, I think it's because, I'm half French Canadian and we live in a French province. So, hello, should hello. Should hello, hi. Hi. Hello, Mr. Salmon. Hello, Stephen. I'm not going to become a cannibal, Alden. Hate to disappoint you. Oh, so Javi is in LaSalle. Cool. And now Javi had, not Javi, Sean had questions. Favorite color? Oh gosh. Favorite food, movie, book, favorite. You're torturing me with my favorites. I told you this before. I appreciate different things for different reasons on different days. I changed my mind. I like diversity. Okay. I like variety. I get bored. I'm experimental. I'm moody. Favorite color, I like yellow. I like rainbow. Remember I told you I like rainbows? It's not just because of gay pride. Did you guys hear about bisexual lighting? Bisexual lighting is when you light someone with like a purple, blue, and pink light because that's the color of the bisexual pride flag. So I was debating doing a freak or fleek where I light myself with bisexual lighting. It will be demonetized because it has the word bisexual in it. But I was like, how am I going to set up? I actually could. You know what? I can set up bisexual lighting because I have a bunch of different LED candles that I can program with my phone. And I have an LED bulb. I can even do a little bit of bisexual lighting right now. Hey guys, do you want to see my bisexual? $20 to set off the bisexual. Am I allowed to say bisexual this month? Has the AI gone insane? They're like, burr, burr. There's like a siren going off at YouTube right now. The YouTube reviewer is sitting there. Burr, burr, burr. Davison keeps saying the word bisexual. Quick, shut down the stream. You're intolerant against the LGBTQ community, reviewer. Sitting there like this. Oh, you know what, Al? It literally censored what you just wrote. I'm not even kidding you. I'm gonna show your comment to everyone. Oh, I like your Steven Salmon. I like your little emojis. Oh, thank you for the compliments, Should. So Charlie says, I've lived alone for a long time. I'm not very often more than one person who's eating here. Aw, well, maybe I need to eat with you guys sometimes. I still need to do some live mukbangs. Oh, so yes, here, let's do some lighting, guys. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a couple of ways that I can accomplish bisexual lighting right now. So I have all these filters. I bought this at a secondhand store a long time ago. This is probably from, I would think, the 80s. So it's very old. Might even be from the 70s. But they have all these different, I think I showed this to you guys before. But there's all these different gel films that you can put in front of lights or lenses. And so all we need is a pink. And do we have purple? We do. Purple. Oh, we need blue. We don't have blue. It's kind of bisexual light. I just tape them. And we just need like a little bit of blue. And then we got it. Yeah, no, there's no blue. There's just orange to pink to purple in this, unfortunately. And I have an LED light bulb that I can turn on. Here, let's do that. Let's play with colors and lights, guys. Very experimental. Oh, rose. Well, that's kind of a low budget way of like changing the way your broadcast looks. This is like when I was painting the lens of my camera. Sorry, I just have to install a light bulb. Don't mind me, I'm setting up a light bulb. But it's cool. It'll be worth it, guys, because it'll change colors.
Now I got to connect to it via Bluetooth. Bluetooth on my phone. Bluetooth is on. And now I go to the Play Bulb app. And then I got to connect to this. Okay. Now I have my color wheel. Do you guys see? So I can drag it. Come on. Sorry, I'm dimming it. Hold on. Why are you working? Oh, here we go. See, look. I can drag it and change it to any color. See, there's part of my bisexual lighting. So hold on. You can also do effects like you can make it do cycle through a rainbow. Here we go. There's my confetti cannon, guys. Super chat me and you get to change the lighting in here. That's a little annoying. That's hard for me to focus on. You can do like a rainbow fade. So it'll gradually fade and you can do the speed that it fades. Hold on. See, it's hard to for you guys to see the color. It also doesn't look exactly the color that it is. You can pulse. See, it's pulsing. And we'll do the rainbow thing. So anyhow, bisexual lighting is just basically taking a photo or a video with lighting that's the same color as the bisexual pride flag. So maybe I should do that for a Freak or Fleek because I think it's interesting. Can we dim the lights? Yeah, we can dim it. I guess it's a little annoying. How annoying is this? It's annoying for me. Now it's like meep, 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 meep. I just need a little horn, and that's like when we've passed an hour, that's what it should do. Meep, 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 meep. This is how I amuse myself when I'm alone. This is how weird I am. Okay. Let's go back. We don't want to see it doing. Let's just put it one color. Let's just make it. What color are we gonna make it? Oh, look! You can get the glow in my hair. Oh yeah, that's the beginning of the bisexual lighting right there. See, I just need it on from this side. Watch my hair change color. Look. Oh, guys, do you see that? My hair is changing color. It's magic. Look. Technology. This was only it plays music too. I don't have music set up with it, but it plays music, which I think is pretty dope. And it was only like $50 or something. That red blinking light is the FBI watching. That's funny. Wall Street Tech says I look at swirling rainbows all day. So do I, because I work on a Mac and because of Final Cut. Didn't Pee Wee Herman have word of the day? Sound for an hour? Very true. He did. I missed the Pee Wee Herman show. Pee Wee Herman. I forget his theme song. I'll have to listen to it. Yellow and green does not equal blue. Al. Blue and yellow equals green. Thank you for trying, though. Yeah, the lighting gels are old tech, for sure. Hold on. I have to put it back to live chat because it's filtering chats, I realized. So I'm not getting all of your chats. Wait, is the bulb doing that? Is the bulb doing what? The bulb was changing the color of my hair because it's right behind my hair, right? So then it filters through it. Is that what you were asking? Oh, yes. True colors shining through. I see your true colors. And that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. I see your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Now I'm doing some ASMR
because I'm getting tired. ASMR was trending on YouTube the other day. I was like, what the fudge is this garbage? This ASMR garbage. I get annoyed by it. I don't know if you, I know one of you likes ASMR. And I was insulting ASMR the other day, or not the other day, a long time ago on stream. And who was it here? Who is it here that likes ASMR? Because I was like, ASMR is sex work. Because I just think it's not sex work, it's fetish work. So yeah, there was this ASMR video trending, and now the girls have like setups that are like 2 microphones set up, and sometimes they put like rubber ears over them. So they'll like pretend to clean the ears. And because of where the microphone is, and if you put your headphones on, you'll only get the sound in one ear. Or they make it sound, more like a surround sound because they have the 2 microphones. I think it was a guy who only showed up once. Oh, okay. But yeah, the video was trending, and she's like, "Hi, make sure you plug in your earphones." Okay. So now we're gonna start with the gentle cotton stroking. It's like, come on, you really, girl, you sold out big time. But I mean, I've sold out. People would say I sold out, so I shouldn't be too hard on these women. Yes. So okay, are you ready? We're gonna start by cleaning your ears. So first we're gonna clean your ears with a Q-tip. I have a Q-tip. I'm gonna sit tap. Okay, now we're gonna rub the Q-tip in your ear. Let's rub the Q-tip in your ear. Like, come on. Good night, Charlie. I'm sorry if this is what did you in. I know it's late there. Goodbye to my micro BF. Good night, Charlie. Oh, bye, Javier. Everyone's leaving me. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, and 1 for the weird ASMR girl who lives down the lane. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Hi, Adam. What up, dude? You're here for the fun, or you're here for the party? I was just doing some creepy ASMR because I think ASMR is creepy, and I think it's fetish work, and people who say that it's not are lying. I mean, I guess you could do things that are fairly innocuous, like tapping or like slime ASMR. I have a hard time thinking. It kind of creeps me out if slime is sort of a fetish, but everybody has their own thing. I'm sure there's some slime people, slime aficionados that floats their dinghy. But I can't stand ASMR. I want to punch the person whispering or get away from them because they're creepy and they're violating my boundaries. I feel violated whenever I try to listen to ASMR. I feel like I should be drinking. I am not. I'm drinking tea. What's my favorite kid song? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, which sounds a whole like Baba Black Sheep. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all of these songs sound the same. Yeah, all the lullabies I know were like, I think my dad used to always sing, "Good night, Irene, good night, Irene, I'll see you in my dreams." And then he'd say, "See you later, alligator." And then I'd say, "In a while, crocodile." Where's your favorite place to overheat? My apartment. My favorite place to be always is my apartment. I'm afraid of the outside world. I like the park, but only when there's no cars coming to get me. Soldier Boy? No, I don't. That's a lullaby to you. Oh, Iggy Azalea. Guys, Iggy Azalea came out with a new song. I don't know. It's something about, what is it? Not being reborn, being saved. Savior, is that her new song? What's Iggy Azalea's new song? I don't know. It's not that great. I just feel like she kind of lost her way a bit. And I wish she would not have gotten the unnecessary plastic surgery on her face because she's looked great beforehand, but that's her personal choice and I should shut the F up. So Iggy Azalea. Savior, yeah. And there's a lot of neon. Neon's really huge right now. I'm debating getting a neon sign for the background of some of my videos. Neon signs go great with bisexual lighting. But yeah, if you've listened to Savior, it's meh. She is very pretty. She was very, like, I guess she's still pretty. I guess I just loved her face, the way it was perfectly imperfect, though I never thought it was imperfect before. I feel like now she doesn't look like the same person. Even if she's still pretty now, I have, I'm kind of hung up on or attached to what she was or how I don't know. That's not fair of me. Some people I can get used to their new looks and their new faces, but other people I'm like, no, why did you touch what was perfect? But whatever. Yeah. Well, she wasn't treated very well, Sean, by her ex-fiancés. Like, I think they both cheated on her. So more proof that it's not about the person when you're cheated on. It's not about you, the victim. It's about the person that you're involved with. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. You can't stop it, right? You're either with someone who's faithful or you're with somebody who's incapable of being faithful. I don't think she's going to turn into the next Michael Jackson if she keeps having more unnecessary plastic surgery, perhaps. But for now, I think she's stopped at the point where it's like, okay, well, she had work done and that's it. But if she keeps going, then perhaps she'll do too much. And I mean, I should always be careful commenting on anybody's looks because, we all could have our looks change at any moment and we all age and our faces all change. And who knows, I will probably get something done eventually to my face. So I should probably take it easy on these people. I'm just attached to how she used to look, as I said before. Do you think she's going to stop? MJ started out small. Well, not everybody who gets plastic surgery takes it to extremes. Come on. Then everybody who got plastic surgery would all walk around with, like, fake plastic surgery face or whatever the Wildenstein woman, the cat woman's face. And that's not the case. So clearly some people just say, get a nose job and stop, or get a nose job and lip injections and then stop, or stop getting injections eventually. Like even Kim Kardashian, her face was a lot faker looking, I find, a couple of years ago. And then she stopped filling it the same way. And now she looks closer to what she used to look like. Isn't her name Jocelyn Wildenstein, something, the Catwoman, something like that? Don't you think most of Hollywood has not had plastic surgery? I think some have, and I think some have not. Just like models. Most of the models I knew and worked with didn't have plastic surgery. They were just born looking the way they looked. Some did, though. Some got nose jobs. Some got lipo and whatever treatments, but they were rarer because most were just young, beautiful people that were naturally beautiful. So I think the same applies to Hollywood. It's usually only once you get older that you start really kind of messing with your face. And I understand the impulse. And especially if you have millions of dollars and you have connections, instead of living with, say, these little lines I have in between the 11s between my eyebrows, because I do this all the time. If I was well connected and it was normal for my friends to all get Botox, I might have already gotten Botox by now. But I'm afraid of Botox because it can accumulate supposedly perhaps in your brainstem. Even though maybe I shouldn't be because it's been on the market for like almost 20 years now. And, it can do nerve damage, but usually that's about it. But they don't know if it's associated with other things. So I'd just rather be as natural as possible. So Sean says, it looks weird to me. You can tell when they do, and rarely do they look normal. Well, yeah, it's just, that's not true, because if people have good work done, then you won't know they've had work done. Okay. If they've had excessive work done, then yeah, or the work was botched or their body didn't respond well to it. Because sometimes your body doesn't heal as the surgeon or the, dermatologist expects. And you say, develop an allergic reaction to the filler you had, or the Botox only takes on half your face or whatever. So then people look kind of weird for a while. And usually these things wear off, or you can get fillers dissolved. So Sly Stallone and Arnold both have it and look creepy. Well, they got, they got facelifts, and facelifts, I think, have a tendency to feminize men. And also it used to be that the anti-aging protocol was facelifts, but then they realized that you're better filling your face to restore the youthful plumpness than tightening it, because tightening it'll always distort your features, right? Everything's always going to get slightly raised, versus if you plump it out, you look younger. You're fine even though your face changes every 5 years. My face changes every 5 years, or people's in general changes every 5 years. The only way mine has changed is, other than I got deeper wrinkles than I used to have. And I said this before, but my eyes have hollowed out a bit. I used to have a little bit more fat under here. And maybe my lips are a little bit bigger. And maybe my jowls are a little bit more like this, but whatever. No, I heard that your face mainly changes every 15 years, not every 5. I had a few spots. I've managed to fade the spots. That's from sun damage. Sean says my nose has gotten smaller. Yeah, well, the tip of your nose shifts downwards, so that maybe is why it looks smaller. Because cartilage keeps growing, I thought, but it lowers over the years. Nobody likes getting older. I keep doing research into longevity. Like, I've been visiting the longevity forum on Reddit, and metformin apparently is one of those things you can take that might aid in anti-aging. Am I tempted to take it? Not really, because it's a blood thinner, so you could bleed out, and I already am slightly anemic. So I would rather do stuff like intermittent fasting to extend my life, and not smoke and not drink, and just be happy. I think just being happy and doing what you love and sticking to something that, honors your personal truth is always going to make you age better than if you force yourself to live a life that wasn't meant for you. We're not in control of everything, though, right? Anything can change. There's no guarantee at any moment. But the best anti-aging is lifestyle choices, I think. Alden says, I've been Benjamin Buttoning. The older I get, the younger people think I am. So Adam says you'll die at 94 either way. Really? I'll die. Is it you predicting the date of my death, or are you just saying in general? Sean says, I don't know, just as smaller than when I was in my 20s. Huh. Well, apparently if you make it to 2030, there's a very good chance that we will figure out immortality. So that's not very long from now. And it will be, again, our minds meeting with the cloud, meeting with technology. So our consciousnesses will live on in technological vessels. We'll get there. What will I broadcast like then? What will happen in 10 years on YouTube? Will I still be broadcasting? I don't know. I didn't think that I would be like this when I was 40, so we'll see. I'll just remain cautiously optimistic and have low expectations. I hope I can preserve myself adequately. Oh, we're at an hour 40. The first hour went by slower than the last 40 minutes. I am getting a little fatigued, though. I'm always a little fatigued. Did I miss anybody's comments? Again, thank you to everybody who's tipped me so far. Red Goulet, Wall Street Tech, Javier, and Charlie, who's gone. Okay, bye, Frayne. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up soon because I think I'm... Whoa! That is not good. That would be my computer cord. I have to fix that. Hold on. I do not want to pull my computer.
Okay, guys. So thank you for joining me for this broadcast. It was fun. Follow your dreams for your entire life. Don't expect perfection. Don't be dishonest with yourself or others. And don't not do something just because it's a challenge, because everything is a challenge, and anything worth having requires work. So Alice says, I'm going to follow your Twitter. Don't be alarmed. I will not be alarmed. You're more than welcome to follow my Twitter. It's public. So guys, love to you all. Peace to you all. Thank you to my tippers. And go watch the video on my main channel and like it. And if you want, pay for my Patreon, patreon.com/Davison Video. Night. Bye.